Good morning, welcome back, good people. How we doing? It is Monday morning, I have my number one dad cup. I'm about to pour up some water. Today is November 4th. If y'all don't know what that means, y'all been under a rock for the past 4 years. The next president of the United States is about to be elected. And we're going to see how things go from there. You know, win, lose, or draw. Kamala Harris, Donald Trump. We're going to see how things go. You know, I voted about a week ago. Yeah, last Monday is when I voted. But anyways, without further ado, we're going to get right into it. We're not even going to beat around the bush, man. Y'all check out my last video too, video Bajillion50. That's a pretty good one. I got some jewels in that one. This is 50. We're working on Bajillion50 right here. I think this may be 51. I think it's 50. We'll see. I don't want to. Anyways, y'all check out my last video that I posted. Yeah, check out my last video. I think it's 49, and I have a few surprises in there. And you know, on a spiritual level, I believe that I'm going in the right direction. That's all I'll say about that. We'll see. Only time will tell. But anyways, it's been about almost 2 minutes. Let's get right into it. This is we're still on chapter. What chapter is this? Chapter 3, Mischief. But we've gone down to the second part of chapter 3. And it's starting off with, ring, ring. I got it, said Sonia from the bathroom. With every ring, the girl's anticipation grew. Soon she cut short her grooming session and scurried away from the bathroom mirror to her room. Hello, she answered. Hey girl, what you doing? Asked the person on the other end. Who's this? Asked Sonia. Girl, quit playing. You know who this is. Oh, it's just you. You sound different, Sonia said. What do you mean I sound different? Lily replied. You just sound old, that's all. What? What you trying to say? Said Lily. I'm just saying you sound different. Anyways, I'm just calling to ask you if I could borrow $10 until my good for nothing dad sends me money. For what? Sonia asked. Dang girl, you don't have to get all loud. I don't want your mom to hear. You know how nosy she is. Why do you need money this time, Netta? Netta. Okay, so Netta is short for John Netta. We're just gonna say Lily. And we may have to replace all of the Nettas. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and change. Let's go ahead and replace Netta with Lily. Or Lil. Or let's say Lil. Since it's Lil. Alright, replace all. Yeah, we replaced 3 of them. That's good. Alright, so let's go back here now. It's Lil. Alright, why do you need money this time, Lil? She asked. I need to get Suge something for his birthday. Birthday? Why are you waiting until now? Yeah, she said. Let me get me a little sip here, y'all. My goodness, my camera is dragging right now. I really need to get another computer, but that's okay. I'm sorry, computer. I'm sorry. I need to get Suge something for his birthday. Birthday? Why are you waiting until now? The party's today. Oh, is it? Okay. Look, I didn't wait. I already have something, but it's cheap. Well, what is it? A pocket watch from Walmart. It was only $30. The girl laughed. What's wrong with that? Asked Sonia. Nothing, it's just cheap, that's all. And it looks cheap. What do you mean it looks cheap? It's from Walmart, right? This is some pretty good dialogue here. It looks like it might last a year or so. It looks like it might only last a year. It might only last a year. And stop talking so loud. You know your mom got them country ears like a deer. Leo, for a $30 watch, a year is a long time. Did she say it was $30? Yeah. A year is a long time. As a matter of fact, my dad's watch didn't even last a year, and I paid $40 for it. And it came from some fancy store on Amazon. I don't have to write that. I don't have to explain. I'm just giving out free advertising to Amazon and Walmart. You know. All right. I get what you're saying. 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 What about $9? Lily, you know if I could, I would. If I could. You know if I could, I would. You know if I could, I would. But I can't. Not right now. Why not? Well, because Sonia paused to think of a believable excuse. Hold on, my mom's calling me. She lied. Before Lily could respond, Sonia's loud yell came through the cell phone, causing the girl to jerk it away from her ear. Okay. Huh? She heard from the other end. Stalling for time while recollecting the last time money was loaned to the smooth-talking New Jerseyan, she recalled it had taken 3 months before it was repaid, and that was only after throwing hint after hint about the $5 nearly every day. She decided to bail from the conversation altogether. Coming back on with an aggravated tone, she said, "Look, girl, I gotta go. This crazy woman is complaining about the bathroom being a mess. We'll talk about it." Meanwhile, Mrs. Wallace was standing by listening to her mischievous daughter tell a bold-faced lie. Giving a shameful grin as memories of her old childhood floated by, she could only shake her head in embarrassment as she commented in passing, "Girl, you know it don't pay to be so shysty, to be so doggone shysty, to be so doggone shysty." I just don't hear her saying shysty. It seems like the camera stopped working altogether. Let's see. Yeah. Conniving. To be so doggone conniving. conniving, devious, scheming, sly, conspiratorial, crafty. Conniving sounds good. You need to learn how to say no. Back at the pond with neon floats bobbing on the water, Jacob had been explaining to his father why the family had a need for a dog. Begging for a puppy had been a constant thing with Jacob for nearly a month. His pleas were nearly the same every time. His pleas were the same every time. Occasionally he would add on a few more good reasons to why they absolutely had to have a dog, but for the most part, his reasons stayed the usual. Daddy, if we had a dog, let me see something here. Yeah, that's good. Daddy, if we had a dog, we wouldn't have to throw away all of our scraps, all of our scrap chicken bones and grits and stuff. If we had a dog, we could just give it to him. He paused while Mr. Wallace pretended not to hear his son. He paused. Meanwhile, Mr. Wallace was pretending. He paused. Meanwhile, Mr. Wallace was pretending not to hear his son. Another good reason is protection, he said with exuberance. If someone tried to break in with a gun, a dog would bark to warn us. Yeah, that's right. A good dog would bark and do all kinds of tricks and everything good dogs do. And everything good dogs do. Like bite people. Like bite people. Bite people. Bite people. Now see, that's exactly why we don't need a dog. Alright, so I have to put that, let me see. Because he's repeating his son. I think that's correct. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's correct. You have to have quotations, within quotations, right? And see, that's exactly why we don't need a dog. You want me and your mom to have to go to court and have to pay out money. Besides, they just don't make good dogs like when I was a little boy, said Henry. Shoot, when I was young, we had a dog named Champ. Old Champ could find a hog in the rain, sleet, or snow. Whenever your granddaddy's pigs rooted underneath the fence, Champ would come and tell us, kind of like he knew what was going on. He was a smart dog. Champ would come and tell us, kind of like he knew what was going on. He was a smart dog, old Champ. Me and your Uncle Bubba would put on our boots, get in them woods like two professional trackers on the hunt. Shucks, sometimes we let them out on purpose just to see what old Champ was going to do. What's he gonna do? Just to see what old Champ was gonna do. gonna do what's good. And to have a little fun. Know what I mean? As Henry. Yo, excuse that noise, that's the garage door. Yeah, I know, said the boy with a certain sense of certainty. Oh. With a kind of certainty. What about just with certainty? With certainty. He'd heard the story a countless number of times, so much so he'd oftentimes talk along with his father in his head. All I'm saying is, even if there was a big old alligator in this pond, I wouldn't be scared if we had a dog, he said. A good dog would grab that gator by the tail and swing him around and round and throw his stinky gator butt way out in the middle of the water. So, when are we gonna get him? When are we gonna get him? Jacob asked. Get who? Asked Henry, while receiving a nibble on his line. The dog, Daddy. Another champ, Jacob said. I never said nothing about getting no dog. No dog, boy. The man said as the one nibble grew into many. Oh, I thought I heard you say you were gonna. I thought I heard you say you were gonna think about it. You were think about it. Son, you're gonna think about it. Jacob continued. Son, if you and your sister keep hearing things, I'm gonna take both of y'all to get your heads checked out. Probably all those cigarettes your mama used to smoke when she was pregnant. I will say this: if you can't stop joking, around so much, if you can stop joking around so much, before finishing the sentence, his bright yellow and orange cigar float took a deep dive under the dark water. With both hands wrapped firmly around the rod, the man jumped to his feet. After one good jerk, he began reeling in the line, causing the rod to bow. Whatever was on the other end of the line had taken the bait to the bottom of the fishing hole. Man, we got a big one, Jake. He said excitedly. Okay, I'm glad I used Jake there. Must be that gator. Daddy, you want me to get the gun ready? Not yet. Let me fight with him some more. The two watched in amazement as the line now stretched top, slashed violently through the water. It shot to the right, then back to the left, then up a little towards them, then back and to the right. The beast at the bottom of the hole was on the brink of breaking the rod, it seemed. The wrestling had knocked Henry's straw hat in a way so that, let me see, I didn't say anything about him having on a straw hat before. Anyways. Remember to add that Henry's wearing a straw hat in the beginning. I think maybe I did. Okay, so we're at 21 minutes. Okay, the wrestling had knocked Henry's straw hat in a way that it covered his eyes. Out of frustration, he jerked his head, causing the big hat to fall to the ground. "Get the gun, son," he said to Jacob. This ain't no ordinary fish we're dealing with. Just as the boy came back with the rifle, the bow in the rod suddenly gave like a catapult. The tip of the pole came shooting up with only 2 feet of line left on it. "What was that?" asked Jacob. "I don't know. Might have been that gator," said Henry as he composed himself. Then, as though the conversation about the dog wasn't interrupted, Jacob said, "Okay, Daddy, I'll start right now." Still breathing hard from the short battle, his father gave a bewildered look. "Say what?" he said, gasping. "What you said about joking around? I'll start being serious right now." The father was amazed at the thinking of his 10-year-old son. The father was amazed at the persistence of his of his 10-year-old son. He just had the fight of his life with some unidentified underwater creature, and his son's mind stayed focused on his wish of one day owning a dog. It was impressive. After the short but strenuous encounter with whatever it was that had taken his bait and hook and most of his line, Henry Wallace picked his hat up, dusted off, and sat back down on the 5-gallon bucket, smiling to himself, amused by the genius of his son, and wondering about whatever it was that had snapped a 100-pound gauge line. He started putting new tackle on. Y'all gotta remember, this is the first time I'm going over this in years, so, first time. Jacob leaned the rifle against a nearby tree before standing in front of his father with the most serious look on his face, on his faces. Cocking the big straw hat back, allowing the sun to cascade around the shape of his 10-year-old son, who stood firmly With his arms crossed in front of his daddy, the man looked up and couldn't help but to shake his head while cracking a smile. "So you're going to be serious now?" said Henry, holding back the rumblings of laughter. "Yep, ain't no joking around." "Yep, I ain't joking around." "Yep, ain't no joking around for the rest of my life," said Jacob. He'd never seen the boy with such a determined look. The father was realizing just how much his son wanted a dog. "Okay then, if you can continue to be as dedicated as you are right now for more than a few days, I'll try to find you a puppy." "For real, Daddy? Serious?" the boy said. "Daddy, please don't be joking." "Not joking. Not joking. I'm as serious as whatever it was that just took my $3.75 worth of tackle to the bottom of this fishing hole." When, Daddy?" Jacob insisted. "Now hold on, son. See, you're already doing too much. I thought we agreed that you would start being a little more serious." "I am being serious. I was just joking." "I was just joking. I mean, not joking." "I mean, not joking, but just playing around. But not in a jokey kind of way. Playing in a serious way, like the time you said that you and Mama was just messing around in the room, that time when y'all was bouncing on the bed and Mama was making all kinds of funny noises. Yeah, that's it. I was just, boy." "Boy, I get the point." Henry tried cutting it short, but though a pause did come moments later, Jacob started up again. Adding to the elaborate explanation, no longer implicating his parents playing around, thankfully. But the damage had been done. Like a leaking battleship inadvertently hit with friendly fire, his father could no longer hold back the subtle chuckles sinking in an ocean of hilarity, hissing with suppressed laughter. Barely able to speak, he added, "Okay. Okay, Jake. Just quiet down and see if you can catch a fish or two. I'll be over here putting my rod back together." With the sun still blazing overhead, he pulled down on the front of the big straw hat and opened up the little green tackle box that had been sitting next to the bucket he sat on. "Daddy, am I still going to get a dog?" Jacob asked. After only a minute had gone by, the boy was sounding somewhat disappointed. As his father sat there, head down, busy at fixing the rod, he looked up at his son and said, "I'll have to see how long you can be serious this time." With those words, little Jacob seemed to go into a state of deep thought. His attention went back to the dark water. The tiny sparkling crystals were still there everywhere, staring closer. His mind began a type of meditation. He became fixated on the water and the beauty of it all. The boy had put himself in a trance. Okay, so I need to say something about him sipping on his canteen, because you know he has some. It may be some of that mushroom stuff or whatever in the canteen. And if you guys are just picking up if you're just watching this video for the first time, this is Bajillion50. This is the 50 or 51. I don't even know. I think it's 50. But if you're just now catching this, you know, it's a lot going on. So I'm gonna put right here, as his father, another note right here. Yeah, this is gonna be another note. Let's go ahead. Have Jacob sip on his canteen, or whatever, the thermos or whatever. Have Jacob sip. Okay. All right. So this is where we're gonna leave it for now. All right. So we'll make this red as well. This is our stopping point. Gonna go back up here. We made a little leeway here. Yeah, so we're gonna stop it right here. We'll start it back up right here in the green. Go ahead and save. Well, anyways, thank y'all for stopping by. It's been 31 minutes. It's been a pleasure. Hope you vote for whoever you want to vote for. Well, by the time you get this video, you will know who's the president-elect, hopefully, if there's a landslide. But if it's close, it's going to be a couple weeks before we really know. But anyways, y'all stay safe. Thank you for stopping by. This is Anthony L. Kelly. Salute to all y'all. Till next time, I'm out.